if you invest in a company that's not growing, it's just a donation, and they're gonna lose it. You feel me? But also every investor wish they could have started younger. Even I started at 18, and I wish I started at 8. Like we had UNH, the healthcare sector was oversold. How do we know the healthcare sector was oversold? Well, we go to FinViz, click S&P 500, click 3-year performance. This shows the 3-year performance of the whole stock market. You saved $100 for the past 3 years. I ain't even gonna clap for you saving $100 times 1,400%. Now I'm gonna clap for you because you 14x your money. Your technology is where it's at because technology expands the GDP. It actually gets a boner, man, every time we go down there to the bottom. You know what happened. Just want y'all to know, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do have disciplined diamond hands. Despite all the stock market crashes, the stock market always prevails. So if you're a beginning investor, or if you come from a lineage of never being able to buy assets or get a loan or not learning about assets growing up, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, and this is definitely the place for you. And I do my best to teach y'all about stocks and investments, because honestly, I come from the same lineage that was never allowed to read books, never allowed to buy assets, to get loans, and to increase their net worth. So if you watching, this the place for you. What's up, YouTube, man? Disciplined Diamond Hands back with another video, man. I'm glad to be back. Why am I glad to be back? Because I can talk about the pros of investing. The pros of investing is, man, no physical labor needed, no cap on your salary, and it can fund your whole lineage lifestyle. Okay, so I do want to do physical labor, but despite that, ain't no cap on salary, fund your whole family lineage, other things as well. It only takes $1. The thing is, man, start investing now. I'm on this journey along with y'all. We're all on this investing journey. We're all on this journey of getting more knowledge about investing. So I'm glad that y'all are here. And since y'all are here, today I'm going to go over some of the most undervalued sectors in the stock market. I'm going to show y'all how to do that, what does oversold mean, how to find them fast with the heat map, current oversold sectors, and we're going to go with buy areas and risk management. Because honestly, if you're losing more than 30% on the stock, you're investing in the wrong sectors. You're invested in businesses that are not growing, and you're buying too early. So if you're not making money and you're doing those 3 things, I would definitely be able to show you how to stop doing those things within my channel. But also every investor wish they could have started younger. Even I started at 18, and I wish I started at 8. Hey, listen, Warren Buffett, he's like 99 years old, still alive, one of the best investors in the world. And he started investing at 7 years old, and he wished he started investing earlier. He started reading about finance books at like 4 years old, because he was with his dad in his office. And hopefully my son will be the same way in my office reading books. And he started investing at 4 years old. So what I'm saying is, start today. Start with $1. Click the link in my bio, sign up with Robinhood. It only takes $1. That's the con. The best asset class to buy, the cheapest asset class to buy, the most profitable asset class to buy, the most liquid asset class to buy, the most, I don't know, let's see, the most growth asset class. Y'all can debate me in the comments about that. But yeah, when you buy stocks, you have ownership in the company. And the ownership allows equity ownership. You have voting rights. You have dividend payouts, you have capital appreciation. So you're profiting off of the growth of the company, what they profit. You're able to vote for their board of directors. You're able to play a role in the company, and you're able to increase your net worth as the business net worth increase. So the goal is to invest in a company that will grow, because if the company net worth won't grow, then why should you invest in them? If you invest in a company that's not growing, it's just a donation. You're just giving them money, and they're gonna lose it. You feel me? But yeah, let's go over the most worst sectors. Right here, we're on the 3-year performance. This 3-year performance will allow us to see all the companies that are red on the 3-year mark time span. And not only that, it will allow us to see the companies that are oversold on the RSI. Like we had UNH, the healthcare sector was oversold. How do we know the healthcare sector was oversold? Well, we go to FinViz, click S&P 500, click 3-year performance. This shows the 3-year performance of the whole stock market. Look at technology. Technology is growing. This is why you should invest your money as well, because look, if say you were saving money for the past 3 years, okay, you saved $100 for the past 3 years. Let me clap for you. I ain't even gonna clap for you saving 100. Well, I'm gonna clap because people don't be saving money. But I'm also not gonna clap for you because look, $100 times 1,400% that Nvidia paid would have been $1,400 in profit. Now think about it. Now I'm gonna clap for you because you 14x your money. You feel me? You 14. And not even the goal isn't the 14x. As long as it grows 30% or more a year, 36% a year or more, that's perfect. That'd be my goal. Look at Walmart. It would have doubled your money. You would have had $200. But technology is where it's at because technology expands the GDP the most. Technology and resources. So technology sectors and technology stocks, they're gonna have a lot of cash flowing into them to keep them growing because they're gonna create technology that make every sector grow. This sector right here creates technology to make this whole sector grow. All the rest of the sectors grow. Because all of these sectors use this sector. But yeah, let's back into it. Oversold sectors. Let's look at the reddest things. Let's look at the reddest things. Why we want to look at the red things? Because we buy undervalued assets. What is undervalued or oversold asset? Once you get below the 30 RSI, the 30 RSI is the level for oversold. Above the 70 RSI is the level for overbought. So as you can tell, I circled here previously when it was overbought. You see what it did? It fell when it was oversold. I'm in IT right now. Why am I in IT? Well, it was at this demand area, but not only was it at the demand area, it was also at that RSI. And also, it respects my 30% stop loss rule. I don't see IT falling back more than 30%, so that's why I'm into them. Why? Well, they're holding that 200 EMA on that monthly for sure, and their cash flow is steadily increasing. They're steadily doing great as a business. Let's go to healthcare. Look at healthcare. Once it was oversold on the RSI, right there at that 30 level, right there at that 200 EMA as well. So some indicators I love to use is the RSI indicator. Check this out, relative strength index, and then I also love to use that EMA 200. Let's see. Type in moving average exponential. These your settings for them. Go to click 200. Close all it is. Screenshot. Pause. And then we're gonna go to the RSI as well. Screenshot and pause. And every time it gets to this 30 RSI level, you see what it does. It goes up. It actually gets a boner, man. Every time it go down there to the bottom, you know what happened. You know what happened when you go down there to the bottom, baby. You know what you make me do. You make that thing go up, and that's what they all do. This what CNC did, right? When it get to the bottom, that's how you gotta remember when it get to the bottom. You know what that thing make me do when it get to the bottom? It goes bonkers, especially when it's on a demand area like a support area. But it also has to be a great company. But look at Pepsi. Pepsi coming back to this 200 EMA 40% fall. This is another sector that's oversold, consumer non-durables. Look at these. Look at this up here. Got Dr. Pepper. We got a couple of them. Got consumer defense sector is consumer defensive is very undervalued right now. I got Target in the midst. I was looking at Target the other day. I'm still looking at Target. Target gonna get some buys. I ain't gonna lie. And it's below 100. I'm gonna be done to put some cheese in Target. I ain't gonna lie. But check this out, VSAT, right? VSAT was oversold on the weekly. Some things I look at on the weekly or monthly. I'm always analyzing on the weekly and monthly, then I may enter on the daily. but it just holding on. But look at GSAT right here at this RSI. Right here, it was worth what, $7, and it went up over 300%. So that oversold RSI on great profitable companies are going to do great. I know they miss earnings, but in between these earnings, look at their news and you will see what great things they have done. If you like WRD is doing, look at WRD news as well. I'm just saying, just check out their news and just let me know what you think they're gonna do. Honestly, this is my biggest, well, it ain't my biggest position, but I got the most shares of them. Because it's not my biggest, because you gotta understand this risk management, right? When you're investing in a small company, the cheaper the stock is, the more volatile it is. So for WRD to lose over 50% in a day, it could really do that. I could wake up tomorrow, it could be down 50%. So for this to be my biggest position, that would be unwise, because you want your biggest position to be steady, safe, long term. If I was to be honest, my biggest position is actually this right now. My biggest position is UPS and Hood. Why is my biggest position UPS and Hood? Well, first off, I started buying Hood at $49, and I've been dollar cost averaging as it went up, and it's going bonkers, and I'm still in it. And then UPS, it's oversold on the monthly, and it's at this demand area, and it's holding, and it got good dividends, and they're growing. So yeah, and the risk is less than 30%. If you're risking more than 30%, you either bought too early or it's the wrong thing. 30%, that's 28%. What is 28%? Is that if it fall down there, you for sure bought too early. If you bought too early, or it's just a trash company. If it keep falling, they might be trash, who knows? But we're gonna take that 30% L and we're gonna put it into something like VSAT that's gonna go back up 300%.